Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the June 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for June. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column. We're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, Sagittarius, starting in column number 1, which is what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Let's see what we're working with here. You have the affirmation card, I will surrender. I think this can kind of have a negative connotation to it, and it doesn't necessarily need to, Sagittarius. I actually like this, and I think it's something that we need to do, I don't know, every few weeks or every couple months or whatever the right frequency is for you. But there are things in life that we carry with us, and there are things in life that are no longer serving us. So it's like about letting the baggage go, checking in with yourself, surrendering the things that are no longer serving you. So I think you did let go of something these last few weeks. But like I said, it's a good letting go. It's a letting go of baggage, something that's weighing you down. So something that's no longer part of the greater good for you. But let's take a look and see what messages we've got. First up, we have the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is a card excuse me, of stress, exhaustion, having too many burdens. This is pretty literal. I mean, it's just having too many things going on. It burns us out, it wears us down, it leads to that kind of stress and exhaustion. Perhaps letting go or surrendering that was some of the to-dos, some of the things we had committed to, some of the things that we have to do on a day-to-day basis. So seeing that, I'm glad that there were some things that surrendered, because it seems like we already had a lot going on. The next card that we have is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is a very solid, practical, wise card. If it was in the case of like surrendering things because we were doing too many things and we were getting stressed and burned out, I think you did a really good job of prioritizing. Again, the King of Wands is like that solid, practical, wise energy. This can also be an investment card. So if any of you made an investment in the last few weeks, I think that investment looks really promising as well. And then at the bottom here, we have the 2 of Pentacles. Not surprised to do this. This is a busy card. This is a multitasking card. This is doing so many things at once. Also a card of prioritization, but that kind of fits in the vein of that 10 of Wands energy as well. Let's take a look at our clarifiers, though, and see what other messages we have. Up first, we have the Empress. The Empress is a card of abundance. I feel like you have a lot of energy. You have a lot of, I don't know that I want to say time. You have a lot of capabilities, but that doesn't mean that we should max them out. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. So this is a good reminder. Although you have an abundance, if you get into this place where you're really worn down all the time, it's hard to maintain that abundance. So I like this because, like I said, naturally you have a lot going for you. You have the ability to do a lot. But we walk that fine line there, Sagittarius. The next card that we have is the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups is a card, I will say I feel like this investment came in as a surprise. That's what this fourth gift or this 4th cup is here. The 4 of Cups can also be a card of like lack of fulfillment or a feeling of apathy. I do think that readjusting priorities is going to help with that some, or the ability to surrender and stop doing some things will help with that some too. I don't know that you were like feeling super fulfilled or really were enjoying some of the things that we do. So I'm glad that we kind of shuffled and changed up what we were working on, what we were focused on. And at the bottom here, we have the Two of Swords. Again, this is decision card, so having to decide what we're keeping, what we're letting go of, where the priorities lie. I know that this sometimes can feel like a compromise. So there could have been things that you maybe had to stop that you didn't necessarily want to stop or put down. But just seeing all that you have on your plate, I'm definitely glad that there was some surrender energy involved here, Sagittarius. Okay, let's look at our next column now, which is anything related to what's coming for June. We have the card, I Feel Brave. I love this. Make sure you put your brave foot forward in June if that's a thing for you. But as all things come up, tackle them bravely. But again, lead with your brave foot here. But let's see what we're working with, Sagittarius, going into June. Just barely not in the frame there. Okay, first things first, we have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords has a lot of different meanings. But if you look at this person, they've gathered some of their swords and they're starting to move away. I do think that there's something you're going to move away from. I think you're going to continue to let things go, but I feel like you're transitioning forward, transitioning away from something is the feeling I'm getting here, Sagittarius. The next card that we have is the Death card. I always think it's super important to point out this does not actually mean death, but it does indicate big changes. It's endings. It's time to move on. It's transformation. So again, I feel like there's something we're moving away from, something we're moving forward from. And at the bottom here, we have the Devil card. The Devil card's a card of overdoing. It's addiction, greed, envy, materialism, obsession. I feel like we're letting go of this thing because it, again, is taking too much. It's pulling from that abundance that we have. It's kind of that drain on the abundance. So we're just giving too much time, too much energy, too much money, whatever it may be to this. It's draining, and that's what's driving this transformation. That's what's prompting us to move away from it. Looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is kind of a card of reflection. I always say we look back to see where we want to go. Like, you need to know where you've been so you know where you're going in the future. So I feel like there's kind of like a bittersweet, nostalgic, we are sad to leave this, but we see now that we need to move away from it. I'm also hearing there's like something new that you want. I know none of the cards are directly saying that, but it's like let this go to get something else. The next card we have is the Two of Pentacles. We actually talked about the Two of Pentacles earlier. This is that multitasking, the weighing of the options, having to juggle all things. This is one less thing to juggle, one thing we need to transform, transition away from. Again, just too many things going on at once. So major transformation really between these two. And then at the bottom here we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a card of perfect balance. It can be a card of generosity too. It's a card of giving or receiving. But remember with the Devil card, it's too much. We're giving too much time, too much energy, whatever it may be. But we are in this cycle where we're giving too much, and I think that's really what's driving this transition. So it's interesting. It seems like we're kind of on this path of reprioritizing and letting go. But I actually really, really like it for you, Sagittarius. Now is the time and place. Okay, now let's look at our next column, which is anything related to money. Starting out with a quick money message. Whether you receive money with a frown or a smile does not change the value of it. However, the energy you hold during the time you spend with the money can determine what it can do for you. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. First, we have the Ace of Cups. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. The Ace of Cups is typically new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. I do think there's going to be a new opportunity for you. I know you're like, wow, that sounds like a love card, but there's more to it than that. So the Ace of Cups in terms of money, this again, focusing on the proposal piece, could be a new proposal as in a new business opportunity. But this could also be some sort of work relationship too. This could be a new coworker, new boss, new employee, new business partner. So I feel like it's new opportunity or a new money relationship. The next card we have is the Wheel of Fortune. If you've watched my readings before, you know I love the Wheel of Fortune, one of my favorite cards in the entire deck. It's a card of good fortune, it's a card of good luck, and it indicates a turning point. So definitely there is some sort of new relationship or opportunity here. But this is indicating good fortune, good luck, good money. We love that. So if you've been having issues, this is a good shift for you. Even if you haven't been having issues though, this kind of shift of better luck and fortune is coming. And then at the bottom here we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a card of being patient. So this is something that we could have been waiting for, but this is new job, raise, money news. So new money, new money, new money here, Sagittarius. I love that. Let's take a look at our clarifiers, see what other messages we've got. Of course, we have the Page of Pentacles. Hooray! So repeat Page of Pentacles. Again, that's echoing that new job, new money, raise, some sort of money news. The next card that we have is the World card. You have the two circle cards together. I love this. So with the World card, it's the last card in the Major Arcana. It's completing a goal. It's completing a lesson. In order for new things to come in, we have to wrap something up. So it's like we're closing this chapter and moving into the next. Wheel of Fortune is echoing that message, turning the corner, turning the wheel into our new chapter. And with that new chapter, there will be better luck, better fortune, better money. So nice pairing of the two wheels together. And then at the bottom here, we have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles can be a card of worry. And I think the worry is connected into the waiting. So it's like, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? So I understand some of the angst there too. Some of you could be coming from a less than favorable financial situation as well. But again, we are getting into the new money, which will be really helpful. So this could be some financial struggles, or again, the worry that was associated with the waiting of getting to this new money. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. We're going to start with a quick love message here, Sagittarius. At first, we have close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love here. I need to scoot us over just a tiny bit. Sorry, I keep adjusting here. Okay, at the top here we have the Knight of Cups. What a good love card to start with. The Knight of Cups is like Prince or Princess Charming. It is the epitome of what we want. It's like knight in shining armor. So definitely some new love, romantic proposal type energies. This could also be like engagement or marriage for those of you that are in an existing relationship, but very strong love card to start with. The next card that we have is the Eight of Cups. I always tell people the Eight of Cups is about going from good to better. You see the Eight of Cups are stacked nicely here, but yet the person is still walking away, still advancing, still seeking forward. So this could be taking the step into their new relationship, or again, that could be the advancement in the existing relationship. At the bottom, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is very conventional, very traditional. This definitely comes through as a card of wedding. So again, some of you could be getting engaged or married this month. Or it could just be the beginning of that relationship, like we mentioned before. The one thing I like about the Hierophant, though, is this is a card of expectations. And I think this relationship is exceeding expectations, which is such a good place to be. Let's take a look at our clarifiers, though, and see what other messages we have. First, we have the Moon card. The Moon card is a card of trusting your intuition, letting you navigate through here. This is also a card of voluntary changes, though. So it's like you are ready for this relationship. You are ready for the engagement. You are ready for the marriage. So I like that. Again, you are ready, Sagittarius. The next card we have is the Two of Cups. Totally a love card. It's so nice when these nice, strong love cards come into our love column. But with the Two of Cups, this is romantic love, partnership, proposal, marriage, echoing many of those cards that we already had. Again, you're ready for whatever that next step is. At the bottom here, the Page of Cups, of course, also is a love card. Super weird on this card, but the fish is the love here. So this, again, could be new relationship, existing relationship. This is about putting in the work, and I feel like you and this other person are putting in the work. Hence why it's exceeding expectations. It's not like one of you wants it and one of you doesn't, which is good. Okay, now let's move on to our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. Taking a look at our summary affirmation card, we have a card, I will hope. When I see this card, it tells me there's something you're hoping for, praying for, wishing for, manifesting, whatever of those words resonates with you. But the key to this card is to not lose hope. So you have to stay hopeful that whatever it is going to work out, that you'll accomplish what you want, that you'll get what you want. So if you can take anything away from this, take that away, is to not lose hope, Sagittarius. But let's see what messages we've got here. So first up we have the Star card. The Star card is a card of renewal. It is a card of hope. So again, if I can give you any message in this final column, it's going to be to not lose hope on whatever it is that you're working towards. So 2 hope cards side by side, very strong meaning there. The next card that we have is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands indicates like competition or obstacles, or like having to put in extra effort. So again, I think that's why it's important that we stay hopeful here, because I think things are going to pop up that we didn't expect that will kind of come in like the position of being a challenge. So being able to overcome that challenge and not lose hope. The nice thing at the bottom here, though, we have the Chariot. The Chariot was once described to me as the vroom vroom card. It means there's action, there's change. It's about being on the journey. So things are moving forward. So again, as things pop up or things don't go as planned, don't lose sight of the bigger picture. Don't lose sight of the fact that we're making progress here. Let's go ahead and take a look at our clarifiers, though. First up, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords can be a challenging relationship, and that echoes really nicely with the Seven of Swords. So again, I think this is a situation, this is a challenge popping up, likely involving another person. The Seven of Swords kind of has that same energy. It could be like theft, betrayal, dishonesty. I'm not saying it will be one of those, but those are just kind of some of the highlighted meanings of the card. So I think there will be a situation with a person that will kind of trust our hope or trust our patience, trust our willpower, and that's kind of that competition, that defending, that Seven of Wands energy we were talking about. At the bottom, though, we have the Fool card. The Fool card is fresh hope. So another hope card, again, staying hopeful. But this is like the new beginning. This is the start that you're hoping for, the path that you're hoping for, the adventure, the beginning, whatever it is. So you're well on the journey there. The thing that you want is right here. The key, though, is to not lose hope. Okay, Sagittarius, at this time I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the Four of Diamonds. This is number 27 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the Two of Hearts. This is number 19 card. That's going to be a yes for you. And question number 3 is the King of Spades. This is number 47 card. That's also going to be a yes. So yes across the boards there for you. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of June. You have Emerald this month, which is good for harmony, beauty, opens you up, revitalizes you, and gives you an all-around nice sense of togetherness. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Sagittarius, your healing note says, you are filled with healing love. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Sagittarius, and I hope you have a wonderful June.